Hello everyone and welcome to my Let's Learn and Play series of Sins of a Solar Empire, which will be the second game I will be playing in my 4X marathon, and I will be uploading it hopefully alongside with Sword of the Stars 1. Um, so just a little bit about this game, I guess, before we jump into it. This is another 4X game, which means we will be building empires and flying spaceships and destroying other people along with alien races and other stuff like that. So the main difference that we will see in this game as opposed to Sword of the Stars is this is not a turn-based game. And I know that might sound intimidating at first because it's like, space game. How can you do it not turn-based? How can you do an RTS for a space game? It's like I have so many planets, how do I manage them all? But let me assure you, this game is fucking amazing. And they did the RTS for a 4X game perfectly. So with that being said, just to let you guys know too, I will be playing the Diplomacy expansion pack. There's two expansion packs to this game. So you have Sins of a Solar Empire, and then you have their first expansion pack, which is Entrenchment. Entrenchment focused on the defensive structures in the game, and they allowed you to build fortresses, which you can put into a system, and then the fortress will defend it, and you can do all these cool upgrades and stuff to it. It's a really good expansion pack. The next expansion pack they came out with expanded the diplomatic options and stuff you can have with the AI as well as other players if you're playing multiplayer. It's pretty good. Like I said, diplomacy just focus on the diplomatic stuff. You can get some bonuses and stuff if you raise your reputation with the other races or the other, AI and stuff. But it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna be doing any of that kind of stuff because we are going to annihilate everyone. That's how we roll. So we'll go ahead and jump right into this. So we're gonna be doing single player, and we'll do my player setup. So in Sins, there are three races. You have your human dudes, who are also called the TEC, I believe. I am sorry if I messed that up. I have not played this game in a really long time. And I'm not even playtesting any of this. I'm just going straight into it. Let's actually check out the names so I don't butcher them all for you guys. So go to new game, and I'll just pick some random map. Okay, so we have the TEC, which are the humans. Okay, the Advent, which are these crazy religious chicks. Pretty cool. And the Vasari, which are overpowered people who fucking raffle stomp everything you ever have. So we are going to actually be playing as the Advent because it's a race of all chicks. I mean, come on, how can you not do that? So the middle portrait is going to be ours. Let's find a cool portrait for our chick. That's not a chick. That's not a chick either. Come on, race of all chicks. For race of all chicks, well, that's like an anime, dude. Okay, that's okay. I think that's an android actually that they make. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's all of them, huh? I think we'll go with this one. Let's change our theme. So we are going to be blue, I guess. We could be blue. Now let's be teal. It's a nice color. And let's do for our symbol. Everything looks so weird. I can't. So many choices. I can't pick. There's so many of them. I don't know what to do. Let's do this one down here. Accept. Change our name. We are not new player. We are of course Hosen. And accept. Alright, so let's do a new game. I think I might just do a small scenario, or let's see. So basically what we have here is we have different sizes of maps, and you can change the size of the map, which switches to a different category. So you have small scenarios, you have medium scenarios. So I think we're going to do a medium scenario. We're going to play this one called Systems of War. This is a pretty straightforward map. There's going to be time to explain things without going into it. And playing on big maps without playing with like friends and stuff can be pretty frustrating. You'll kind of, I guess you might see why later as we get into it. But for this Let's Play, we will be doing Systems of War, which is a fairly straightforward map. There are going to be 4 players, including me, and there are 5 stars. You'll see immediately what those are once we get into it. About 50 planets is pretty good, and we will be doing a free-for-all. So let's go ahead and... Actually, I want to check the game options. I don't know any of this stuff, but I like large fleets. We do want pirates. I'll leave all this stuff normal, but I do want to... increase the ship speed so they go faster, I think. And normal star, everything's cool. All vanilla, that's great. So let's go ahead and jump into this. And I'm just going to be going up against normals, because I have not played this game. Again, I have not played in a long time. We are going to be the Advent, and we are Team 1, and we're going against all those people. Yippee skippy. Alright. So let's go... Oops, not back. Back is the opposite of where we want to go. So the Advent... Alright. So we're going to have 4 opponents, and we'll go ahead and start this. Now I am going to cough during the loading, so I will pause it. Maybe it'll be done by the time I get back. Alright. Game's loaded in, and we're doing fine. So right away, this is going to be our interface. I'm going to go ahead and pause this stuff. I don't even know if you can pause this game. Well, I guess I hit menu. Try to slow things down. I forgot how to check my speed. Okay, 2 times. Okay, so another 1 times. Alright. So, I guess I'll just go ahead and go at it. So here's our first planet. Down here we have a lot of our building options. So we have planetary development stuff, which you can click here. It's all basic. You can just upgrade the infrastructure if you're civilians, which gives you more population stuff. You can check all the stats on the planet here if you just highlight over it. And this is our first planet. If I zoom out, you can see we have planets connecting to us, and here's a star. So in this star, you can actually zoom out even more, and you can see that there's 5 of them, just like the map said. So each player has their own system, and we're in this middle one here. It's like a super system. So we're going to go ahead and get going. The first thing I'm going to do is down here we have logistic structures, which kind of cover extractors. In my system, you can see here, if I zoom out, down at the bottom right there, you can see I have 2 asteroids that are kind of yellow looking, and then a pink one. The yellow ones are for iron, and the pink ones are for crystal. And up at the top right, you can see all my resources. So I have money, iron, and crystal. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build a capital ship factory. And I'm going to actually turn that off. I don't care where they place them. They could just do it. And so when we do that, our little builder guy is going to go over and do it. So here's our little builder, and he's going to go do that for us. And so what I'm also going to do is I'm going to queue up other stuff, and I'm going to build up all the extractors on here too and let that happen. And while that is going on, I'll zoom out here so I get a better view. You'll be seeing this. We'll be playing like this a lot, actually, because this is kind of a you send your ships in and they kind of do the work for you. So we're going to build some scouts, which are our seeker vessels. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Hopefully you guys can hear some of this. It's 4 in the morning right now, so my padre and madre are asleep. I do not want to wake them up. Alright, so here we got our first ship. It's like our scout. We are going to go ahead and send her on up there. And then set her on Auto Explorer. So here's our little seeker vessel. Some stats on the ship. You can see that the hull is at 400, the shield's at 425, and the armor is 2 with a shield mitigation of 15, average laser damage of 2. So this is a piece of shit. But it's our scout, so that's okay. We're going to come back over here. We're going to build one more. So this is one aspect of the game, of course. We also have another one, which is research. Here's all our research trees. You have, you basically have 2 structures, one for economics and one for battle stuff. So hostility is, of course, all our battle stuff. Security is another thing that goes off battle. Harmony is all of our defense, or not defensive stuff, but like economic stuff. And understanding which is our diplomatic stuff, is also economic buildings. You'll see how this works as we go with how the game goes. Alright, so we discovered a planet here. Every single planet has neutral enemies at it, so those are all neutral enemies, and we are going to go take that planet in a little bit. So what we need to do now is we're going to bust out a capital ship. And the capital ship I like to start out with are the motherships, because they can colonize planets. Capital ships are kind of like your heroes. Like if you've played Warcraft 3, this might seem similar to you. This is like Warcraft 3 in space almost. So she's going to come back here. She wants to go to that star. I'm going to redirect her and tell her to go there. And turn your auto explorer off. She really wants to go to that star. Alright, do whatever you want. I'll send you. Oh no, she doesn't want it anymore. Okay. Well, we'll send that one down there. Okay. So we have the capital ship building. What we're going to want to do now is we're going to build some discipline vessels, which are basic fighters. We're going to want to build quite a few of them. They will accompany our, mothership. So other numbers I have up here, the 0 indicates how many capital ships I have, and the 39 is my supplies, like a unit cap kind of. The more ships I build, the less my supplies get, basically. Alright. No, come back here. Alright. So here we have my mothership, my capital ship, and we will just go ahead and set her down here. Let's get a good look at this beauty. And there she is. She looks like a handgun. Look at that. Pew pew. Alright. So down here, motherships, as well as, all capital ships usually have fighter squadrons, unless they're pure battle ships. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get some bomber squadrons, because they are really good at fighting anything that's a ship. Then you also have abilities you can get for the ship. So we have Colonize, Malice, Shield Regeneration, and Resurrection. We're actually just going to go ahead and get Colonize, which will, and we got another colonizable spot, which is over here. So this is an asteroid field. We're actually going to go here first, because asteroid fields, you can colonize them, and they usually have little resistance. Alright. So next thing we're going to want to do is we're actually going to go pretty hardcore military. So we're going to want to get some temples of hostility, which will allow us to go into the combat tech trees, really. And I'm going to cough here real quick, so I will pause it real quick. Okay. Move my ships over. And so, might be hard to pick this up as I'm going so fast on this, but that's just kind of the nature of the game. It is a very fast-paced game, even though everything moves really slow. And that's just how things are. So let us move our guys over there. And if you can see down here, you can see I still have some things queued up. So we have some things being built, 2 more ships coming, and a building coming. So we'll let that happen. So I can also queue up research as well. So if you can see down the bottom right, it tells me how many temples of hostility and harmony I have. Again, remember, hostility is my combat research stuff, and harmony is my economic stuff, essentially. So let's check out what we can get. So in hostility, there's a bunch of different things you can upgrade. The pictures kind of tell you exactly what it is. So if it looks all shieldy, it's going to be the shield. If it's another ship, you get a design for the ship, and stuff like that. So the first things we're actually going to start researching are probably reinforced frameworks, which will give us more hull and speed up repair. Also, you can see that this part has now turned lighter, which means I'm allowed to research anything in the light spot. The dark spots mean I cannot research them. I need more temples. Once you have 8 temples, everything will be unlocked to me. So 8 temples is as many as you need. You don't need any more. Alright. So let's go ahead and so we have this research. You can actually go up to 2 researches in it. But we're going to go 1 and 1 on shields. That will be enough. So there is another aspect to this game. I know, right? Another one. And they are the pirates. I really wish my screen would stop going up like that. Oh well. And And they are the pirates. So here we have the pirate screen as well as the black market. The black market, you can sell and buy crystals and metal as you need them, as well as place bounties on other players. This gets really interesting once this timer goes down, because they will start getting pretty cutthroat with each other. So let's go ahead and send all these people down here. We are going to send them as a group, and there they go. They will start going down there. They are going to group up, and they will hit into phase space. And here they go. Fire up the engines. Let us travel with our mothership. So they will travel through phase space and get to the other node. It's much like human travel in Sword of the Stars, though I guess I never played as the humans, so you might not know what that looks like. Anyways, so we could zoom out, and there's all our ships going through phase space. As you can see, it's pretty slow, but once they get there, you know, they'll kick some butt. Alright. Let's go check out our planet here. I'm actually going to upgrade the civilian infrastructure. I'd like to if my mouse will let me do it, because I want more stuff. I'm also going to build some more ships. So let's see how these guys are doing. So when I send them in, ooh, I want to go back in, not out. So when I send them in to fight, their AI will actually take over and do everything for me. The mothership likes to auto-colonize everything, but I want her to fight with this. So they're going to fight, and they're going to kind of just exchange shots out of each other until one of them goes down. So here's our ships over here, or not, because I'm pressing wrong buttons. So here's our ships over here. They're firing their, I guess, ballistic weapons, or beam weapons. And this thing's getting fucked up, yo. Alright. So this is completely vanilla. I may put some mods on it. There is a very nice visual pack mod I like to do, as well as a Star Wars mod that's pretty fun with this game. So I may be replaying the game and using both of those at one time or another. Alright. So I would like to get another Temple of Hostility. And let's see now. Oops, zoom out too far. Alright, so we have another asteroid down here. Alright, so that one I think I can colonize too. Alright, so we colonize this one. What we're going to want to do here is immediately build our metal extractors and crystal extractors. So we will let them do that. And let us go ahead and send our ships over here. Everything looks good. We are going to want to get let's see. We are going to want to get a few in harmony so we can get out of our star system, because we do need to research the technology in order to jump out of the system. So let us how's that other temple coming along? Pretty good? Okay. Let's go back to my hostility. So there is another ship I would like to get. Not the Purge Vessel. The Purge Vessel is our bomber. We will like that, to get that, though. I think the Illuminator is... Yeah, okay, so the Illuminator is probably going to be our main bulk of our forces. The long-range ships in these games tend to be really powerful, so we'll be building a lot. Let's go ahead and upgrade the hulls again. I don't want my ships going down so fast in the early game to where I have to keep rebuilding them. Even though the Advent ships in the beginning are pretty cheap and not very good, it tends to be. But I would like to save as much money as possible. That's how we roll. We don't want to spend money, we are cheap. Okay. So we're doing pretty good on all of our stuff here. And uno momento, por favor. Okay. So I'm going to put a Temple of Harmony on this asteroid field here. Let's go see what we're doing over here. So the assault has begun. This guy is toast. And there's our bombers, actually. They shoot the beamy thingies. You can fly around with them, too. Let's see what a bomber's doing. Meow. So our mothership's just gonna beeline for this. That's fine with me. I believe the siege vessel, this one here, is actually a bomber, but it's not that big of a deal. He's not gonna be able to bomb it fast enough. So this is our third little system we own. Again, we'll build up our metal extractor and crystal extractors. And now we're starting to hit the part of the game where we need money. So let's check out the black market. Let's go ahead and sell some of our iron. So we could sell 100 iron for 230. And these prices will fluctuate as people buy and sell, and sometimes random events will crash them or raise them. But we have a lot of metal, and we don't need that much. So let's go ahead and sell that. Alright. So let us go ahead and recall all of our ships back to our main base, and then we're going to take this planet up there. And in the meantime, let us continue to build some more discipline vessels until we are capped. Okay. Uh-oh, pirate raid. Oh no. Alright. So now we have to bid up a little bit, and we're going to bid on this asshole so that the pirates don't go after me. Okay. So, alright. So in this other place, I'm actually going to build another temple of harmony once I get the credits. So let's sell some of our stuff. Credits? Alright, I still need a little bit more. And then, but I think our research is doing pretty good. So we got maxed out on this. So we got 10% hull hit point increase and 10% repair rate increase. And we're gonna have 10% shields and 10% shield regeneration complete soon. So that'll be fun. Get some defensive stuff in here. So this is our little system here. This will be ours. Each player will have their own system, and most of the planets will be in the center one. So let our ships build up a little bit. Scouts are probably getting bored at this time because they're just going in between these ones, scouting the same things over and over again, really. But what can you do about it? So there's our ships coming back, and we're gonna go take that other planet. So your mothership does gain experience points and will level up, and you will be able to get new abilities and stuff for it, which is really fun. So let's go ahead and move those guys over there, and we'll do that. So what makes this game so easy to play and awesome is you can basically issue orders from this screen, and each one I select, I can issue orders from any of these planets, and you can queue up everything. So so at this one down here, I'm actually going to make another temple of harmony, and they will go ahead and build that for me, and now it will be there. And then we're going to switch over to our harmony tech tree, and so we're going to need 800 credits, which we will have soon, and then we will research the ability to leave this place. We will want to leave as soon as possible. So let's have all our ships jump together over there, and they will go raffle skates on that stuff. And oh, I need 3 temples of harmony. Oh no. Okay, so that's fine. We'll do some more. We can actually research some basic harmony stuff then. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get knowledge aggregation. So this will increase the research rate. Yeah, so this will reduce the research time needed. So let's go ahead and get that, because we'll be researching a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and bump it up to 2, so we'll research it twice, so we'll be at 22% faster research. That's nice. And I guess I got a scout in here. He's gonna jump out, or she, rather. The main fleet has arrived. We are here. Alright. So we're gonna turn... Oh, well, you don't have the energy to do it, but I will turn your auto-colonize off, because I don't want you colonizing stuff. And here's our battle against neutrals. You see the ship has some turrets and stuff on it. It's not as detailed as Sword of the Stars, but it's really nice looking. I'm not complaining about that stuff. So our ship leveled up. So the next time I'm actually going to get is shield regeneration, which will regenerate the shields of all the ships in that area. So, and we don't want that on autocast. We do things ourselves around here. I don't know if you guys can see all the fire of the ships shooting at each other. I hope you can. I probably really should have installed the graphics update mod for the weaponry so you guys can see stuff better. And it just looks much better on it too. But we'll play straight vanilla. We'll definitely play this game again because this is such a good game. I'll put some other mods and stuff on it. So we'll let them fight from now. And let's see how we're doing in research. Let's go ahead and get this again. So we'll have super research speed. And I guess we don't have much stuff better to do. We are losing some ships, but that's okay. I mean, you gotta lose some in order to gain some ground, right? So you can see how tough this ship actually is. It has 2,600 hull and 1,700 shields. So it's a pretty tough ship. These capital ships are pretty strong. As opposed to my other ships, which you can see their health and shields have gone up a little bit because of the research we've been doing. So you can see which targets they're focusing on, as well as what the capital ship's focusing on. And also note, too, at the bottom right, it says average plasma damage and average laser damage, because this ship does have multiple guns it can fire. So some of them have different ranges, some of them are different stuff, but the AI pretty much takes care of all that for you. So anyways, we could start building some replacement ships, so might as well go ahead and do that. Well, actually, I'll build a few, yeah. So we can also increase the max population on our main planet, which might be good. Actually, what I need to do is at our bases here, you can actually see we're losing some money from these asteroid planets, 2.1 and 2. We need to upgrade the infrastructure on the planets, which will get rid of the deficit. So let's go ahead and do that. So this one we need a little bit more credits. Let's sell some iron off. And upgrade the infrastructure. So that will bring our money generation back up some more, so that we can get more money. So I think everything's good here. I'll go ahead and let her auto colonize it. Looks like she gained another level. We'll go ahead and put this in the colonize. The more points we put into our colonize, it will reduce the cost of buildings we build there for a certain amount of time. But since you queue everything, you can kind of just queue everything up, and it will be at like a 30% reduced cost, at least right now. Let's shoot our pods down there so we can claim it. And there they go, kind of. So they go down to colonize our new planet. So let's go ahead and upgrade the infrastructure to get rid of our deficit. And let's build some metal extractors. Let's build our crystal extractor. That's what we really need here. Alright, so our first fleet here, let's go ahead and send them all back to our main planet. And let's build some more vessels, and we're going to go take the last planet in our system. Sorry about that. And then we will get ready to jump out into other stuff. Once we get the technology, though, I guess, really, right? I'll go ahead and build the Temple of Harmony here once I get the credits. Actually, sell some of this. I'm going to try to hang on to my crystal. Crystal is really important. Well, both of them are really important, but crystal Crystal, you can't build it up as much as metal. Metal's more abundant, but so let's build a Temple of Harmony here because we will need that third one. And for a while, the rest of them will be all hostility. And let's go ahead and jump them all over here so that we can take this planet as well. Love how it gets really quiet when you get up into this map, and then once you zoom in, it gets like all battle-y and stuff. And you can see all the other star system. So what's really cool too is I'm sure you guys can notice everything looks all kind of bluish. It looks almost like we're in the sky, and that is because of our sun. If we go to other systems, they will change. This background will change depending on the suns we're in. So I don't know if I can show you yet. Oh yeah, I can. So here's the other system. It's all red. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So let's go see our stuff over here. Here's our ships going through phase space. And this is the planet they will be attacking. Looks like the seeker vessel's getting out of here. That's fine. Things looking good over here. Yep. Alright, so all our deficits are gone. We're making 13.4 monies per second. Alright, so we got some fighting going on. Nothing we can't handle, I am sure, though. It's like this guy's being focus fired over here. Ship's going down. We can't handle it. Ooh. So we'll go ahead and let them fight it out. And let them deal with that, and then, yeah, we good to go. So let's see, what else we got to get here? So we can increase the amount of ore and metals we get from our extractors, which would be really nice to get. I'm not too sure what I want to get exactly. So here's another. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and get the Unity indoctrination. So there's another aspect of the game, which is culture. And once we get going, you will see these lines here are all gray that lead out from my planet. But soon I'll be building radio stations, essentially, and they will spread my culture through the lines to other planets. Now this has various effects. They can increase, or it will increase the production on the planet. By that I mean the taxes, basically. And it will also increase the metal and crystal you gain from the planets. Because the further away a planet is from your home base, basically the less, it will work less. It will generate less. It'll generate less shit, pretty much. But the culture will help you kind of regain some of that. It also plays other roles. If you have enemy planets near you, I want you to colonize this now. Go get that. Get that shit going. If enemies are near you, your culture can spread into their planets, and it will start to it'll reduce their ability to generate money and other stuff like that. So while it will buff ours, it will also reduce theirs. And the thing about the Advent is they are very good at spreading culture. They are culture whores. So we're gonna go ahead and make our culture even better, because I'm gonna start spreading our culture to our own stuff. The other thing that it can do too is, culture can, if let's say like I lose a planet or something, and it's like it's been affected by my culture pretty heavily, it will actually prevent my enemies from settling that planet, because it's like within my culture, which is really nice. Another thing the Advent get too, I believe, is when your culture touches another planet, you will actually be able to see what's there, which is an amazing benefit. Alright, so let's go ahead and upgrade our structure on that a little bit, get rid of the deficit. We can actually go to 2. Let's upgrade that one as well. Alright. Pirate raid? Pirate raid? We don't want no pirate raid. Raid that guy. 250. Alright. So, everything's taken care of here. We're going to go ahead and send everyone to the star. Alright, the next thing we're going to want to do is we are going to want to get the illuminators. And for that, we will need another temple of hostility. So let us go ahead and place one here. And as you can see, I cannot actually build any more logistic structures here. So there's only a certain amount of logistic structures you can build at any given spot. You can upgrade the maximum though, by a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're probably going to put a Temple of Communion here. We're going to start setting those up at our planets so that our culture can spread. But anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off here. We have completely dominated our own system and own every planet here as well as the asteroid fields. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I will see you guys in the next video.